Welcome. Today we're going to break out the new Legends of Boxing Career Campaign Guide. And I had started a career with a fighter. He's a welterweight. And later, after we fight this, I'm actually on his fight number 5. He is 4-0. He's not living up to his nickname, which is the Hatchet Man. I guess I should have waited and gave him a nickname after a few fights. But I will kind of go over how to create opponents and things like that afterwards. But here's, and I'm not filling this out correctly. I know now that when you put your opponent selection, you're supposed to put what tier and what number you rolled and all that, but I've been putting the names and then picking names. I should have, in the first couple, you pick from 2. When you're in a novice and you're between 1 and 15 reputation points, you get 2 from tier 1 to choose from. So it's like you are managing the fighter, and you could pick one you think that your fighter can beat. So I was only putting down the one I picked, but then you're supposed to put 2, and like I said, I'm just putting names. I'm not filling it out correctly, so going forward, I plan on fixing that. But with my rolls, Aurelio Santos is my fighter's name. He's a welterweight. He is a power or a physical fighter. Decent condition. I can't remember what I used my 10. You get 10 trait points to divvy up. So when you roll for, let's say, defense, you can add a certain amount to the dice roll to try to get a higher number. Well, I can't remember. I think I did power. I added a few on that one. But anyways, he is a 3-3, 3 against a physical and 3 against a tactical fighter. Defense of 2, which is pretty decent. I think I did a roll for that one too. Power was a 3. Not great, but I had a really low roll on that. Durability is started out 6, but he has got through his development a couple times. I've increased his durability. His chin is a 7, which is, I think, pretty good for a young and up-and-coming fighter. Cut is a 4, 8 will, 7 TKO, -3 finish rolls. That doesn't play well for his Hatchet Man persona. Might have to change his nickname if he continues to fight. He is a dirty fouler, so that kind of goes with his Hatchet Man. He started out with a 20 endurance. I think I rolled on that for gave him a couple extra on his rolls for that. He ended up with a 20, but he also had his durability increased through a development, which would be right here. His durability increases to it. Oh, actually, he's up to an 8 now. I'm sorry, I didn't fix that. And his endurance now is a 24. And then it gives you his tactics, and then his punches. So let's go over his fights so far. And he is not. He's 4-0, but it hasn't been the most impressive. Hopefully he improves over the next few days. His first fight was against a guy named Bob Clark. This one went the distance. Not much as far as power punches by either fighter. But Santos takes a home a unanimous decision in his debut. But it was pretty close, 39-38. 40-37 and 40-38. But he won his first fight. Fight 2 fought a guy named Tim Plowman. And Tim Plowman, who sounds like he'd be a physical fighter, was a tactical fighter. And he gave Santos fits. And Santos so gets a majority decision over the Plowman. Judge 1 saw it 57-57, Judge 2 saw it 59-56, and Judge 3 saw it 60-56. Big round in the third for Plowman, as he caught Plowman with for Santos, and he caught Plowman with a big cross, followed it up with a nice combination, but could not finish off Plowman in that round. It went the distance, 6 rounds, and a majority decision for Santos. Fight number 3 was against a guy named Bob Robinson, and another physical fighter. This was another close fight. Started right out the gate. The first round was back and forth. They were both connecting. Finished with an 8-8 round. And then Robinson came around with a 7-0 round in round 2. And it looked pretty... didn't look good, I said, for Santos. The round 3 was a 6-6 round. And then from there it was all... the next 2 rounds were all Santos. As he really... had Robinson almost down in that round, caught him with some beautiful combination, and some say the fight was a little weighted towards Santos, as it ended up being a split decision for Santos over Robinson. 58-57, Judge 1 saw it for Santos, Judge 2 saw it 59-56 for Robinson, and Judge 3 saw it 58-57. Close fight. Santos ekes out his 3rd win. He's now 3-0. And then finally, his last fight, probably his best fight so far, against Burt Kennedy. And Kennedy, he plastered Kennedy pretty good. His face was pretty swollen and bloodied, and had 6 TKO points on him there in the last round, but could not finish him off. And Santos actually had his first knockdown in the 5th of Kennedy, and he ends up with a unanimous decision. Judge 1 saw it 59-54, Judge 2 saw it 58-55, and Judge 3 saw it 60-55 in favor of Santos. And he moves to 4-0 on his young career. And that brings us to his 5th fight. He's going up against Ted Valley. Valley, a tactical fighter. He's got a 2-1, so he is going to be a 2 against Santos as far as his control number, against 3 for Santos. Defense is equal to Santos. Power-wise, he's got hardly any power. His durability is pretty low. Chin's not good. And so he's not going to threaten Santos, hopefully, as far as knocking him out. But his defense and his control number worry me. But his endurance is only 15. Santos did roll. You get to roll on a... before every fight, you get to roll... a training camp event. So sometimes you get good things, sometimes you get bad things. He hasn't had anything really horrible yet. He's gotten the business as usual a couple times, but he's also gotten this one a couple times. Driven, increased endurance by 3 points, and that's what he got for this Ted Valley fight. So his 25 endurance goes up to 28 for the fight. And then, like I said, we'll go over a few more things as the fight progresses. But right now, we're going to get ready for the action. And also, I think it's on the website. I think it's Al Wilson who created them, but they have a nice flow chart that you can use. It's not, I mean, it's just helps you avoid confusion. Is it a title fight? No. If it's not, then you do this. If it is, you consult the appropriate tables. You fight, and then the post-fight phase, and then you come down here to the post-fight phase and follow that. It also has a glossary of terms. You can kind of helps you understand things better. But it's nice to keep that on hand. So let's roll to see what tactic each fighter will use in this opening round. 17 for Valley. He'll go on the outside. He's not much of an inside fighter. So Valley by the outside, and 15 means Santos will open up on the inside. All right, we are ready to go. We are ready to go. Let's write this up here. Oh, I'm sorry. So it's going to be 3 against a 2. 3. Or I'm sorry. A 2 versus a 3. I'm sorry. I was looking the other opposite way. 2 versus 3 is going to be a 10-9. So Valley will be a 10. Santos a 9. Valley on the outside. Santos on the inside. That means he'll go down to an 8. Valley stays at a 10. Endurance 15 for Ted Valley and 28. Trained really hard for this fight. He's wanting to improve. He's shown that so far. Each fighter is a 2 defensively. Power 1-3. Chin a 1 and a 7. And his will is a 7 and an 8. All right. Here we go. Santos looking to be impressive here. And right out of the gate, we got it a split action 76. This is going to be under normal. 76 is going to be an even exchange, 1 point for each fighter. This is going to be, hopefully you can see these. This is going to be Santos 2, and it's going to be a 2-point straight right and a possible cut. Valley is a 4, so that means 11 or less. 16, no cut. $13 versus $12. It's going to be Santos with a bigger difference, 47. 47 is going to be a 1-point hook. Santos, 65. 65, a 1-point short hook. This is going to be Ted Valley, 39. 39 is a 1-point cross. $10-8. That's going to be a split action, 99. That is going to be an even flurry, 2 points for each fighter. Split action, 66. 66 is a missed exchange. This is going to be Santos, 39. 39. 2-point cross. This is going to be Valley, 21. 21. It's going to be a 2-point jab. And that's the round. 2, 3, 4, 6 for Valley. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 to 6. A good first round. Each fighter gets a TKO point. So that's going to be 2-3 off of Valley. He goes to a 12. 3-4 off of Santos. He goes to a 24. Let's roll for the judges. Okay. And Valley rolls to see if he changes things up here. 10. A 10, he stays on the outside. All right. Round 2, scheduled for 6. And this is going to be Valley, 89. It's going to be defended, though. A 1-point jab. Santos, 45. This is going to be defended as well. It's going to be a 1-point body head combo. Santos, 67. 67 is going to be a 1-point short hook. Split action, 17 under normal. 17 is going to be a foul check on Santos. Santos is a dirty fighter, or a dirty foul chart check here. 4, it's going to be no contact, no incidental contact, so no foul. $99, it's going to be Santos. It's going to be a 1-point uppercut as it's defended. Valley, 1. 1 is going to be a 2-point cross and a possible cut. Santos is a 4. He's 11 or less. He's cut. 77. 77 is a mouth bleed. 1 point. Valley again, 25. Whoops, I didn't roll this, I don't think. Or did I? Shoot. I'm just going to roll the whole thing over. I'll give it to Valley. But I can't remember if I rolled the defense die. 44, 1. 44. It's ducked. Valley again, 88. 2-point double jab. Valley, 57. It's going to be a 1-point jab, and the bell sounds. Good round for Ted Valley. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to 3. Santos gets another TKO point. So 2 off of Valley. He goes to a 10. And 3-4 off of Santos. He goes down to a 20. Let's roll for the judges. Whoop, wrong one. And same result. All right. This time Santos is going to roll for his tactical choice here. 9. 9 is going to be on the outside, so both fighters will be fighting from the outside. Round 3. Scheduled for 6 rounds. Split action 74. Under chess. It's going to be a missed exchange. Santos 57. A 1-point jab. Split action 62. 62 under chess. Juke and move. Valley 17. 17's a 1-point cross. Split action again, 17. 17 under chess. A foul check on Santos. 5. No foul. Santos 6. That's going to be defended and ducked. Santos 43. A 1-point straight punch. This is going to be Valley 12. A 2-point cross. Santos losing control here. 92. Defended. It's going to be a 1-point combination. So Ted Valley giving Aurelio Santos some issues. 4-2. So no TKO points. That'll be 2 off of both fighters. 8 for Valley and a 18 for Santos. Roll for the judges. All right. Santos is going to roll for his change in tactic. Whoop. 13. That'll put him back on the inside. Round 4. Ready to go. It's going to be a split action. They have the same difference here, so it's going to be a 1 under normal. Clash of heads. Now we have to check cut for both fighters. $11 or less for either one. No cut for Valley. And no cut for Santos. Santos won. It's going to be defended though. It's going to be a 1-point straight right hand and a possible cut. 11 or less. It's 11. He's cut. 71. He's got a mouth bleed. Valley 52. 52 is going to be a 2-point cross. Valley 84. 84 is a 1-point hook. Split action 21. Under normal. Clinch. Oop. It's going to be Santos, or I'm sorry, Valley 21. 21. It's going to be a 2-point jab. Jeez, getting violent with these dice. This is going to be Valley again, 14. 14 is going to be a 1-point jab. Santos, 27. 1-point combination. Valley, 48. 48's a 1-point hook, and that's the round. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for Valley, and only 2 for Santos. Santos finds himself in some trouble here. Roll for the judges. That's going to be 2 off of Valley. He goes to a 6. 3, 4 off of Santos. He goes to a 14. Again, Santos rolling for his tactics. 18, he's going to go to pressure. He feels it slipping away. He's going to pressure Valley here in the 5th. See what happens. So he'll be a 7. His defense will go down to a 1 though. So here we go. Round 5, scheduled for 6. Ted Valley has been giving Santos fits today. Let's see if he can overcome this. It's going to be a split action, 48. Under normal. You can move. This will be Santos, 34. A 1-point straight right hand and a possible cut. 11 or less. It's a cut. 71. Reopens that mouth. It's going to be Santos, 20. Defended a 1-point straight right again. Ted Valley just had given Santos not much of anything. He seems like he cannot connect. with a solid punch. Split action 94 under normal. 94 will be an even exchange. 1 point for each fighter. This is going to be Santos. He's got the bigger difference. 50. It's a 2-point straight right hand. There was a solid shot. This is going to be Santos. He has the bigger difference. 91. This is going to be defended. 1 point uppercut. Santos, 99. 99 is going to be defended. A 2-point cross. Santos, 2. It's going to be a 2-point straight right and a possible cut. 11 or less, no cut. Final segment of round 5. It's going to be Valley, 95. 95, 2-point hook as the bell sounds. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 to 3 in favor of Santos. His best round by far. And he'll get 2 TKO points. That'll even things up as far as that goes. 2, 3, 4 off of Valley. He goes to a 2. And 4 off of Santos. He goes to a 10. We're going to roll for both fighters for their tactics for the final round. I am going to override, I think. As, look at this, Valley is going to go elusive. He thinks he has his fight won. And Santos is supposedly going to the outside, but we're going to keep him in pressure mode. As he thinks he needs a knockout to win this thing. Elusive. Putting an 11 CTN. His defense goes to a 3, though. While Santos goes to a 1. All right. Santos needs a convincing round. Round 10. Or round 6, I'm sorry. This is going to be a split action. 28. That's going to be a clinch. Split action again, 81. 81 is an even exchange, 1 point for each fighter. This is Santos, 96. It's going to be a wild combination. Uh-oh. This is going to be Santos, 23. 2-point straight right hand. Split action, 18. It's going to be a foul check on Santos. No foul called. Split action, 21. That's going to be a clinch. Valley not letting Santos get too close. It's going to be Valley. 9. A 1-point hook. Valley 44. It's going to be defended and missed. Final segment of round 6. It's going to be a split action. 68. Missed exchange. Fights over. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4-2 in favor of Santos. Did he do enough? I don't think so, but we'll see. Let's roll for the judges. Both fighters hugging at mid-ring. Let's check the judges. And here are the results. Judge 1 saw it 57 to 57. A draw. Judge 2 saw it 58-56 in favor of Aurelio Santos. And Judge 3 saw it 58-56 by the winner and still undefeated, Aurelio Santos. So Santos, another close fight. He just squeaking by on some of these. So that will be a majority decision over Valley. A heck of a battle, as it looked like Valley just toyed with him early on. So, first thing we do is we record the fight. So it was a Santos majority decision. And then we go to so first they record his reputation points. He gets, for a decision, it's with equal competition, it's a 2 to his reputation. So his reputation is going to go to 10. Then we're going to check his development. Under normal development, after each fight, we get to roll 1d20. If he rolls a 1 to 4, he's going to get a permanent development, which is on these. If he's a physical fighter, this. If he's a tactical fighter, one of these. I've been on these twice now, and I've each time gotten the durability change. Let's see if I can get another development for my fighter. 2. There it is. Another development. So now we're down to physical and roll a d20 again. And 13. Ooh, power or chin. going to advance his power, I think. So that's going to take his power up to a 4. And then you check to see if he advances. So right now he's in the novice stage. He's had 5 fights now, so he's a 1 to 4. He advances to seasoned. So we'll roll. 15. No, he stays in the novice, which I'm happy about that because he needs some improvement here. So you record that. And we get ready for fight number 6. So he is 5-0 on the season, or on the his career. So now if you go by the flow chart, it's not a title fight, so you're going to go over here, non-title fight opponent selection, determine the number of available opponents by tier. So that's where you go here, non-title fight thing. So your reputation points are here. So he's a 10, so he's still at this level, so he's still only picking from the tier 1 fighters. Once he gets more reputation points, he can start to pick from different tiers and so on and so forth. But we are just still in tier 1, and he gets to pick from 2 fighters. So here's regional tier 1 and table 1 and 2. So what you'll do is you'll roll 1d20 and a d6. So fighter number 1 is going to be 2. It's going to be off of table 1 and 12. So instead of writing names like I have been, we're going to write tier 1, table 1, number 12. So he's a physical fighter, 3-2 con, which I don't like that. His defense, though, is not good, but he does have some power. His chin is better than some other fighters we fought. I don't really care for him at first glance. Let's hope we get a better selection here. And this one's going to be still from table 1. Tier 1, table 1, number 4. Number 4 is going to be a tactical fighter, a 2-1 control numbers, 2 defense, so he has better defense, not much power, his chin's weak. We're going to go with this guy. I like the guy with a lesser chin, just for the fact I want to, of course, tactical fighters have been giving him issues. I'm going to go with him. We're going to go with him. So that's what we pick. And I'll be honest with you, I'm just kind of coming up with names. I don't really like having a blank fighter. So I'm kind of been just picking names off the top of my head. Some are people I've worked with, some are people I've went to school with. Just for shits and giggles. So we're going to say this is Tommy Osika. And he's a tactical fighter. 2-1 con. Defense is a 2. 1 power. 4 durability. 1 chin. 4 cut. 7 will. 6 TKO. -2 finisher. He's clean. 15 endurance points. 1 to 8. Much like Ted Valley. 9 to 17. 18 to 19 for inside. And 20 for pressure. His punches are jab and a cross. So there you go. Tommy Osika will be his next fighter. So then, once you get that all done, you're going to go to your training camp to see how training goes for this fight. And there's a fine line with Aurelio Santos, because if he has any kind of setbacks, it's really going to damage his chances, because he's been getting, I want to say 3 of his fights, he's rolled the add endurance or good things to his career numbers. I can't imagine having something happen that's going to lower something, especially against some of these tactical fighters that are given so many issues. But here we go. Gonna roll and train. He's a novice, so the roll is an 87, and he's gonna get that driven again. He is driven. He's gonna increase his endurance by 3 for the next fight. Again, he'll be at 28. So that's good for him. And that's what you do. You know, a lot of these you're going to have some things that are permanent, that are later in the careers, in your prime stages or your depth stages, that are going to be permanent changes to your stats or to your numbers. You could get a major setback, which could really hinder you going forward. You can get a special trait. Whenever your fighter absorbs 8 or more TKO points in a single fight, you have to roll a d20 and consult this chart for an effect that might take place. Ring attrition. So when your fighter is 30 and up, you have to do ring attrition, which might take away from your fighter's talent going forward. And like I say, when you get to the territories, there's all the way up to world tiers, where you'll find top of the line fighters. You're going to be fighting for titles for the. It's really a detailed and well thought out campaign guide. Really covers everything you really need to know. Trying to think of it. When you want to generate a fighter, there's 3 different ways you can do it. I plan on. I don't think I'll ever use the stable method. I'm sure there's some people that will do that, but I'm right now doing the scouting method. But I definitely want to try the historical retrograde method. I'd like to try Tommy Morrison and see if I can turn him into the great white Hulk we all thought he was going to be, until he had that glass jaw. So maybe I can improve his chin a little bit and get into some bigger fights, and he ended up have a career different than what he ended up having. So that might be fun. Tommy Hearns is another one I thought about doing. And if you want to create a fighter, they have these, you can either do physical or tactical, and you can use whatever you want, but they say default is 10 points you can add. So, for example, if you are rolling for a physical fighter and you come across your power, you could say, I want to use 5 of my points towards power. So you're going to roll your dice, 11 plus 5, it's going to be 16, and that will take you to a 5 power. And so on and so forth. But once you use those 10 points up, you're done. Scouting points is what they call them. And like I said, I'm having fun with it. Definitely recommend it if that's something you're interested in. Gary has done a great job with this. I'm looking forward to the PC version. That will really... and he's even said that it's kind of fleshed out, this part of it, using the PC version. They've gotten ideas to bring to the campaign guide. So I think that will be a very fun addition. And looking forward to that. So that's it from here. I will do another Aurelio Santos fight at some point. Right now he stands at 5-0. And we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.